How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new to this channel, it's all about SEO. My name is Angus and I'll be the one taking you through this video today. If you are new to the channel, then you may want to consider subscribing if you are into SEO and building niche websites. So let's get into it. So what we'll be covering today in this video is how to actually properly plan your site for success, what buyer intent keywords actually are and how to find them, what informational keywords are and how you can find those, the pros and cons to each type of keyword and examples of each as well. So you can see obviously buyer intent keywords. I'll actually give you a list which I've also left in the description box of this video, and then you'll also see what are the best keywords for you and how you can use them properly to efficiently progress with your website. So the first thing is, what are buyer intent keywords? Now I've taken a little snippet from what I found on Google to best describe what buyer intent keywords are. So these keywords signify a strong intent on the part of the searcher to conduct a transaction, whether it be to buy something, inquire about a service, or another type of action that has a strong possibility of leading to later a sale. Okay, so when you actually create any type of website, you might understand, or you might have seen in the past with marketing, that there's a type of funnel that people go down. Now I don't want to really get into that in this video, but what it is when you actually have someone that are inside of some type of buying process, they're almost at the point of purchase when they are typing something in to see a review on a type of product or the best this and best that. So they've kind of almost got their card out ready to purchase, and they just need that reassurance to know exactly what they should purchase if they're kind of trying to decide between two things, or whether they're making the right decision. So they just need that reinforcement. Now the other type of keyword that you might find on the internet or for websites in SEO is informational intent keywords. Now what this type of keyword can be a word or a sentence that is typed into Google in order to receive information in return. So in this scenario, the searcher is just looking for the best answer to their query and has no intention of actually making a purchase at that current time. Now this does not mean that you can't monetize this type of keyword. All it means is that at that specific time, that person is not actually looking to make a purchase. Okay, now you might think, what should you be using and whatever else, what are the pros and cons to each of them? So that's exactly what we'll be going through here in this section. So first of all, we have the buyer intent keywords on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side, I've got the informational keywords. So the pros to a buyer intent keyword, firstly, is that it's very lucrative and you really know that someone's about to purchase. And secondly, it's high converting. So if you are trying to really construct or compose your website around these type of keywords, you're going to have a high converting keyword if you are ranking for that. So whenever someone comes in for that type of keyword in search, they are really almost potentially about to buy. So it's really high converting. Now the pros to informational keywords is that they have a lower bounce rate, because when people come, they're looking for information, so they're more time going to be reading through the content and trying to get into it to find the information that they're looking for. It's lower converting, which is a con. That should have been in the con section. And then it's good for traffic. So it's really good for traffic because these type of keywords, are less competitive. So there's less competition targeting it with ads and also with competitors' websites, because they might be focusing more on the buyer intent. So by doing this, it will allow you to target high traffic keywords that you might find within your niche that you can bring traffic in with and then monetize, in a different kind of way. Okay, now these keywords are a lot easier to find from my personal experience. I don't know how that is for other people, but for me, informational keywords are everything but buyer intent keywords. So it's a lot easier. Now the cons to buyer intent keywords is that they are harder to rank because there's a lot more competition usually within these type of spaces. For short keywords anyway, I would say. When it comes to long tail, you can still, fairly go for any type of keyword that you would like. They are more competitive, so there's more people in the space trying to actually rank for those keywords, and they're harder to find for new sites when researching. So you might find that you find a ton of other keywords, but the ones that are for people to purchase, that you want to find that are low competition, that you can rank with a new website, might be a bit more difficult to find when you're starting out, until you obviously build up that experience as well. Now, the cons to informational type keywords is that they are more difficult to monetize, because again, people are not actually intentionally looking to buy something when they come to those type of keywords, and then it still can be difficult to rank as well. So there's a fair competition between, buyer intent and informational when it comes to ranking, but using different techniques, you'll be able to obviously find different keywords that will be easier or more difficult in your niche. So examples of each. Now, what we're going to talk about here is the buyer intent keywords examples, and then the informational. So you can see them. Now, when you actually see, buyer intent keywords, they're usually the things when people are doing reviews, or, best this or best that. So you can see all of these here, which is best product name or best product name for something. Okay, so if we're to take fitness into, for example, you could say best fitness workout review, or I don't know, best insanity program, or no, best workout product for abs, or best electronic device for abs, or something like that, or best electronic device for abs. And then you've got best product name under, so best electronic abs workout for under $20, or something like that, or affordable abs workout device, or affordable kettle, or affordable smoothie maker, or best smoothie maker for daily smoothies, or for milkshakes, best smoothie maker for milkshakes, or best smoothie maker for under $15, these type of things. So that's what you want to do there. And then you've got also comparison keywords. So it could be that you've got two programs which are highly similar to each other. So just say we were to take, let me just try and think, if we were to take two kettles, and one was from Breville and the other was from I don't know, Kenwood or something like that. So you might say Kenwood 16 litre versus Breville 20 litre kettle. So these are things people are going to search. So if you found that, these kettles are quite close in regards to quality and price and all of those different things, there's going to be probably people looking for reviews in that. But I tend to use Google Suggest for that. So you want to use, whether you're using a keyword tool or the actual search box in Google, you want to find an actual keyword that people are searching for. So you don't want to just guess this. You actually need data to see, exactly what people are searching for, and then that's what you'll use. Okay, so you might plug that into your tool or into the Google search box, and then see exactly what people are actually typing based on suggestions. Then you've got informational keywords. So these are quite easy to sum up. They're usually like how-to keywords, 10 tips to XYZ, or a complete guide to XYZ, or it could be 5 tips or top 10 tips, and all these different types of keywords is what represents informational. And like I said, anything that isn't buyer intent is usually just informational. Okay, so what is the best to use? You might be asking yourself that question. Now, what I actually recommend is that you use a mixture of each. So use a 33% of your site with buyer intent. Now, I'm not saying go and do this to the T. This is just, a rough idea of how you should proportion your site. Okay, if you plan on making an authority site, then lots of buyer intent keywords is okay. Like many of you might have seen the website, I think it's 10 Beasts, who does reviews, and then there's all these other sites that are huge authorities that do these reviews. So they just do like best this, best that, best this, best that, best this, best that. But what you need to bear in mind is that those are not niche-based websites, and they actually, when they're doing those the reviews, it's in depth. Like there's no better reviews online, so they're giving real in-depth reviews on those products. So people go there to see those reviews. When you get a niche website and you're just doing best this, best that, people can smell it from a mile away that you're just trying to sell them something. So you need to come at a different angle, and I'll explain a bit more on that later. Okay, so if you're trying to make a niche site, it can look spammy and too intentional. People are not stupid, as I said. Yeah, instead focus on mixing it up, and then you'll gain sales from finding problems that people have and then drive traffic to the money pages for the solution. So what the idea is that you'll use the informational keywords, a mixture of straight buyer intent, and then also to support those articles, you'll be using informational keywords of where you'll be able to target high traffic keywords or medium to higher competition, of where you can bring traffic in with people who have problems and then provide them the solutions inside of those areas with the money pages and products. So for example, if someone had a problem where they're trying to lose weight, you might do an informational guide on 10 steps to losing weight, and then inside of that guide, 3 of those steps might be using a physical product that person can buy, whether it be like some type of protein shake or a workout abs kind of electronic device or something like that, and they might need to purchase that. So in order to, before they purchase it, they might want to see more information on that. So that's how you would find a problem, and the problem is someone that wants to lose weight, and then you target them with the informational. So there's no actual, kind of sales push at that point, and then you put them in that buyer environment by actually, finding the problem and then taking them into your sales environment of where you present them with an offer to a product that can potentially solve that problem. Okay, and then 33%, I would say, you should use these keywords of informational. Yeah, so to take advantage by targeting easy to rank high traffic keywords, which you can do with informational keywords, and you should use these keywords to find problems in your niche so that you can refer them onto the money pages, as I just explained. This is so the last type of keyword is the next one that should be shareable content. So these are like listicle or guide type how-to posts. So that's what I've got there, and that's the last 33%. So this is shareable content for social media. So what you can do is you can use BuzzSumo, of where you can use their content research tool, and you can find all of the top the top shared post on the internet. So you can find things that are like hugely shared, and those are usually like listicle type posts. So top 10 this, or the 10 things you didn't know about XYZ, and all those type of posts. And what it is those posts are shareable, and reason is because whenever someone shares something, it's usually to help someone else. So when you share something like that you find funny, it's to make your friend laugh or your family member laugh, because you feel that they're going to gain something from it, not from yourself, because you've already enjoyed it. So that's the idea behind shareable content as well, and that's the way you should look at it. When you're doing shareable content, it's something that's going to be shareable because someone else is going to share it to someone else, because they're going to also gain value from it. So that's when you list something out, or you're covering some subject in depth, like with all different angles and whatever else. Now, targeting this type of traffic will not only help you to gain links and traffic, but it will also help you help Google to gain it will help Google to gain data to better understand your website. So what that is when you get shareable content, it could be getting shared all across social media. So it's on Instagram or Pinterest and Twitter. And I really highly recommend that you have those shareable buttons on your website. Now, I use Social Warfare, which is a plugin you can actually use and install on WordPress. But so basically you want to have those buttons there so people can share it on social media. Now, what happens when you start getting traffic on social media from all of those different links and shares is that Google now get data from people's actions on your website. So when people are coming in and how long they're staying on, what they're clicking, all of that is giving Google data. So Google will then determine that for helping you with your ranking inside of your SEO kind of targeting. Okay, now this kind of post can be buyer intent or informational. So for example, you could have like the best things about XYZ or top 10 tips about XYZ. Inside of that, you could have straight links to products where you're monetizing it, and information as well, or a complete guide to XYZ. You get the idea. So that's what I've put inside. Now, how do you find buyer intent or informational keywords with tools. So the first thing you need to do is check the power of your site to check how difficult keywords, how difficult the intensity or level of intensity of the keywords that you can go for. Okay, so buyer intent, you need to really set the filters on your keyword tool to be $1 or higher with cost per click. Now, cost per click basically represents how much an advertiser is prepared to pay for the keyword. Now, if it's high, it's usually a good signal that there's a lot more buyer intent around it, because an advertiser isn't going to pay $6 for a keyword that's worth nothing. Yeah, and you want to filter by 5 words or more. So you want to get those long tail keywords, as it will be a lot easier to get in. Now, not saying that you can't go for the shorter keywords, but when you're starting out with a new site, you really want to target those long tail keywords. Now, enter your target keyword, which I'll use and I'll show you on the tool in a second, and then use the best this and best that and whatever else as well to find some suggested keywords as well. Now, for informational keywords, you want to set the filter to a max of $1 cost per click. So that obviously does it from 0 to 1 instead of 1 beyond. And then you want to filter by 3 words or more, because these ones you have more of a broader opportunity with. And then you want to use how-to keywords and the guides and top 10s and whatever else. Okay, so anyway, what we're going to do is get over to the keyword tool, and I'm going to show you that in this video. Or you know what, I'll put this into a part 2 for you, so you'll see that in a part 2 of this video.